Good morning, everybody. It is a sunny April 9th. It's a Wednesday. We're going to go play in the dirt just a little bit later today. It is gorgeous. Gauges all look good. Auto steer is happy. We got dust flying. You can't hardly tell what's happening back there. There's so much dust. That's not a bad thing. It's a whole lot better than having it wet and mucky and having issues. So all is well. There's a Rocco in here somewhere. Where'd he go? There he is. Rocco is way down under here. Hi, Rocco. He's not exactly sure what he thinks of all this yet. This is his first day really riding out on the track. Getting something done. Now, really what I'm doing here today is it's corn stalk ground. I'm going to plant this in beans. Typically we would plant corn before beans, but I don't have any fertilizer spread on my ground that I'm going to plant in corn. And it's just too nice of a day to sit around and find something else to do. So we're out here doing this, and we'll just let it sit for, I don't know, 3-4 weeks until I get around to planting beans in it. So I've done that before. It works pretty good. Conventional wisdom is you want to work the ground with this field cultivate about a day before you plant. With beans, you can kind of get away with doing it a ways in advance. Now if we get a whole bunch of rain between now and when I plant beans, that might make things a little more complicated. And I figure if in so many other parts of the world they can do no-till and it works really well, here where we do tillage, I can get away with early till rather than straight up no-till, and it works. And I've had good luck with it. I had some fields last year that I did that with, and then we did get a whole bunch of rain. I had some of them worked again, and I left some of them. And really where I worked it early and left it, it yielded the exact same as when I went and worked the second time right beforehand. There's a little more weed pressure if you work it early and give it that time, and don't work it again the day before. You know, working it the day before, you do kill a bunch of those weeds that are either up or ready to. Basically, the only weed that really comes up that early is volunteer corn, and that isn't really that big of an issue for me. It kills easy and it doesn't do a lot of damage. So I can live with some volunteer corn out in the field to get started. Not such a big deal. Anyway, I'm just happily cruising back and forth. This field that I'm on is going to be a little bit rougher to drive across. I had last year, it goes back to last year, a lot of your problems from one year carry on for another year or two. And what I had here last year was there was a spot where a tile line blew out, and I had a big lead muddy spot, and I wanted to get that fixed before I ripped this field last fall. So I let it go until the end. Well, it was getting to where the ground was starting to freeze and stuff before I really got around to ripping it. So it was kind of marginal conditions with the ripper when I was going through this. So I ended up with the ripper, moved the disc on the front of it hydraulically, so I lifted it all the way up. And I might not even have to level any discs on the back to do much of anything. So I just, because it pulled too hard with that disc and moving that much more dirt. So I just kind of slipped the ripper shanks through the ground and did what I could with it. But it left this field kind of rough. Isn't the end of the world. It's fine. It's just going across with the field elevator. Isn't real smooth. Now what I've got is tracks on this tractor. So that actually makes it ride a whole lot smoother for going my 8 mile an hour than if I had wheels that you'd be bouncing over every little bump all the way through there and going like this. Whereas with the tracks, it really doesn't do too bad. So I can get away with quite a bit. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing today. All is well. Rocco decided to move me on the side of the tractor and take a nap in the sun. And that's what Otis used to always do too. Every side the sun was on.